Well, I've just done a official race in the mx5. We won't spoil it for you, we'll let you see what happened. So we'll drop the space bar down. We started P10 because I messed Wally up off track on the second lap and didn't allow myself time to get to the second, on the first lap, sorry, and didn't allow myself time on the second lap to get round. Somebody in the background there crashing, a couple of them. Already we are down the inside of someone here. See them all streaming through. We haven't got past him as yet, but we have. He's opened the door and let us go. We've already dropped a long way behind us. There's a bit of an incident here I want to look at shortly. There's 3 cars wide heading up towards the chicane, so it's a fair way off yet, but we were, somebody else gone there, we managed to avoid that without any damage. So already up to P6. Up to P5 now. Tight battle there, very close to the car in front. It's just around here where there's a gap. I went for the gap. Now, whether I should have gone for the gap, whether I shouldn't have gone for the gap, the car on the right hand side, to my mind, pulled over into me a little bit. We have got damage on the car, but fortunately not enough to make us pit. We are in P4 at the moment. Which is where we should be. We are number 4. We were the 4th highest ranked in the race. A good run down up through Eau Rouge now, I think. I don't think we get him before Eau Rouge. No, getting behind him to go through Eau Rouge. Not a massive gap between us. And now we've got the long shot down the Kemmel Straight. And we've already pulled out early in the straight. And are we going to go past? Yes, past we go. Into P3. That's overtaken the second highest ranked driver in the race. Somebody there, the leader spun. That is the leader that spun. Now he's got to sit there because this car's coming. And now we're into P2. He's still in P4. Although he's made a mistake and dropped it. Missed sight of him before he came. I think he stayed in P4 at that point. What's been going around, we have got through another car and up to P2. Making our way back up towards the bus stop now. It's a long straight, couple of kinks, which, although they are flat in forks, they are not easy flat in forks. You do, the first one is, second one you risk running wide. We didn't there. Sun gleaming off the cars as they come into the bus stop chicane. B3 very close behind us. In to start another lap. He's a little slow through the source, so should gain a gap there. Back on to the Camel Straight, 3 cars left up at the front here now. The others have some kind of mishap somewhere or another. The other car, it is the car too, so he's still following us. I'm not sure whether that car in front of us has got damaged. For some reason, in a few laps' time, he pits, but we do overtake him before that. Whether we've got damage, we carried on. I don't know whether, I think he could have carried on and at least got a top 5 out of it, maybe a top 3. Sitting up with the spectators here. Not sure what that grey is when you're looking there, but it's not here. Whether I'm gaining a bit of time on these because I'm using the gearbox, not the paddle shift sort of thing. Although we're using paddle shift, we are using the clutch when we're changing up and down. Down this start finish straight, which isn't in use today, and down into La Source to come out and start the next lap. Car number 2 very slow into La Source every time. This car doesn't look that damaged. We'll check when we get closer to him. Long way ahead of that car number 2 now. Not sure where car 22 is, because although we aren't pushing the last couple of 3 laps, but he got to within a couple of seconds of us at the line. So we're using clutch and changing gear the way it bobbles on the throttle. We are slowly creeping up on the back of the car in front. Best part of the race, this actually, just overtaking cars at the start and then creeping up onto the back of this car. Once you get in the lead, it's not so much fun unless you've got cars battling with you. I have to say big thanks to Darryl Wright. It's his setup that we're using on the car. We're now coming down towards the bus stop again. We are now creeping up on him quickly. At this stage, crew chief was saying you've got to pass this bleep word. He's holding you up. Not sure whether it was this lap we overtake him more the next one actually. It will probably be the next. He's a little way in front going into here. This is probably the lap crew chief had a go at me. I don't know how many laps we've done. We're on lap 4 at the moment. Our lap time's 2:51.699. Now, fastest lap I've done. Yeah, I think this was the lap where crew chief was saying he's holding us up. It doesn't look like he's holding us up with the gap there. Well, on this piece of the circuit he is holding us up a fair bit here. We've clawed back onto him again. At the minute, even if we're close enough, we don't want to go past him. We want to get on the Kemble Straight, pass him there, and give ourselves the corners that are mixed in after the Kemble Straight to try and get a gap. Definitely need to break the toe because he would just come back at us on the Kemble Straight. Or of course here on the run up to the chicane. Car doesn't look damaged, so whether he dropped the fuel for quali and didn't have enough fuel put in, I don't know. Coming down now to the bus stop once more. Very close on to his bumper there as we go through. Could have got a shot here into the source, but no, didn't want to take that one because, as I say, Kemble Straight coming up after the corners and he would have got straight back, so at the minute just sitting on the gearbox, well not the gearbox, but the gearbox is in the front, on the tailpipes of the car in front. Now onto the Kemble Straight This is where we've got the chance to get past and make a gap into these series of bends. It didn't make it easy for us, although we did back out of it at the last minute and we got through. Now, as you say, we've got this series of bends to try and build a gap. Not very often I do official now. I'll have to start doing the advanced Mazdas more regular, try and get our I rating a little better and the safety ratings and things. You can see already we've built a cushion between us and him behind us. I don't know what number he is. Let me have a look, see if we've got any damage. Might see as we come through here. Number 11, I think. No, it's not. See number 4 in our car, pretty clear. There's 24 cars in the race, so might see better here what his number is. 16. It is number 16, so let's go rear chase. And this car doesn't appear to be damaged, so yeah, this car doesn't appear damaged. Ours doesn't look damaged either, although I know the bonnet was a little bit crumpled. Staying with us for another lap. I think it's fuel. I don't think he allowed enough fuel for the race. I think when we come to do the league race tomorrow, we could well be...
Mic off. Mic feedback off. Mic on. Mic feedback on. Mic off. Mic feedback off. Mic on. Mic feedback on.
So it should get a good shot when we come in the chicane for the thumbnail. Got to get a good screenshot so you can see the name on the car to show our sponsors off. I've got a funny feeling he was out of fuel, because he's not dropping away that quickly. Even if he's damaged, he's got no more damage than we have. That marker there going through the chicane. I think we've got the wrong Oh no, we've got the right one. That should have given us a screenshot. So coming through now. What lap are we going to start now? Drop that down. Starting lap 8, and I think we did 11, so there's 3 laps left. Well, I think that is where he went in the pit lane, because there's no sign of him. Somebody's been in the pits and come back out, still without a front end on the car. This guy moves out of the way. We did thank him. We'll just dive down the inside. Now that car number 22, which is in the background there, is the car that caught us a lot. Yeah, we, at this stage, I think there's about 11 seconds in front, something like that. And yeah, we were sort of cruising along, making sure we didn't make any mistakes at this stage of the race. Told the car going through there that it wasn't on the limit as we was earlier. Coming round to start the 9th lap shortly. Coming back down now to the bus stop chicane. Camera could have stayed on bus stop there really, but it swapped places. It's actually swapped places a fair bit this time, so yeah, coming down to the source, which on this layout is the final corner. Plenty of people in the grandstands watching. Grandstands sold out everywhere around the circuit, looks of it. To show how much lap times dropped off, we was doing 51s and 52s at the start of the race. By this stage we were 53s, so we'd dropped a second and a half a lap off. There is car number 22, I think, coming. Coming down past all the motorhomes. Must be the Paddock Club or something like that there, I think. whatever they call it. Even a lot of people stood out on the bankings. I think that is the car number 22, and I missed him again there. See there, we changed up a little early, I think, to what we normally do. That car behind us is the number 22. We are on lap 9, so a couple of laps I think left. It's going to go off before we see him. That is the car 22 that's chasing us down. So at this stage of the race we are controlling the gap. To lap 10. Don't know where you see Barney on this. I think our lap times were, they say 52.972 that time. I think the car behind us was still in the 51s. He is catching up pretty quickly at the moment. Still the length of that straight back. Now we made a mistake. That's what really brought him into play. We had started pushing again and made a mistake. Got a back marker there running round slowly. And it was not really on the limit through there at all. Car there with the front end missing, front bumper gone. Somebody's crashed somewhere, I heard some rattling. Somebody here not going to do the full race, getting himself lapped as we come down to the bus stop. This lap was going to be slow because we made a mistake on it. There's Barney waving the white flag. We know where he is now, on the left hand side of the circuit as you come down. So the final lap to reel off, that last lap would have been, yeah, it's 54.1, so that's what really brought him into touch with us. Without that mistake, we would have been another couple of seconds up. Better to let him come back towards us than make a mistake, wreck the car and lose the win. see with the body language of his car, he's pushing a little harder than we are. Just a couple of kinks here to go, and that's how close he is, just creeping up onto our tail. One more corner to go. Across and over the line for the victory. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that race. That was a good race indeed. We shall quit out of that. Don't need to save it. Need to come out of VR. And take a look at last session results. Let me just get out of my VR. I'm beginning to sweat a little at the moment. So, next session, last session results are in. So we won from P10 on the grid. Did the full 11 laps. We led 6 of the 11 laps. Average lap time 2:54.301. A best of 2:51.699. Fastest lap was on lap 4. That's completed 11. Instance 8. Championship points 56. Club points 23. Plus 79 I rating plus 0.06 for the class licence. Second in the race, car number 22, Paul Cox, who started on pole position. He was 1.219 down at the flag. He led 1 lap. So that was the car. Paul Cox must have been the car that spun early on. Average lap time 2:54.413, so his average lap time slower, and his fastest lap was faster by almost a second on the very last lap of the race. Third was car number 21, Neil McCall, who started in P23. Fourth place to car number 1, Keith Denton, who was running at the end. Fifth was car number 17, Robert Williams, who was also running at the end but 30.477 behind. Sixth was Carl Glover, car number 16, the car that pitted. Still managed to finish in P6, 1 minute 1.158 behind. And laps led for Carl Glover was 4. So that's the 3 lead drivers who led laps. So 7th, car number 2, Kellyanne Dudding, who was 1 minute 1.733 behind at the end. 8th, car number 19, Alexander Kumar, 1 minute 4.434 behind. 9th, car number 24, Richard Piskus, who was 2 minutes 1.811 down, and the final car to complete the 11 laps. In 10th, Jack Barb, who's still running at the end, 1 lap down. 11th, car number 15, Marlon Plopez. He disconnected but was 2 laps down and still managed to finish in front of car number 20, Vincent Askins, who was also 2 laps down. 13th, JP Ramos, who was 3 laps down. 14th, Lenny Dott, who was 4 laps down. 15th, car number 5, Rumi Said, who was also 4 laps down. 16th was car number 12, Daniel Wright, 4 laps down. 17th, car number 6, Gustav Rosser, who disconnected, finished 6 laps down. 18th, car number 18, Francisco Reyes, who was still running at the end, 6 laps down, lost I rating and safety rating in that. 19th, car number 10, Brian Turner, who disconnected, was 10 laps down. 20th was number 23, Barry Morton, 10 laps down. 21st, car number 9, Dominic Girard, 10 laps down. 22nd was car number 3, Liam Aycock, who disconnected and 11 laps down, went out on the first lap these. 23rd, number 13, Maxim Dos Turner, 11 laps down, and the final car running, car number 14, David Ebilov, who also went out. He was a Class A driver as well, so why he was all that way down, I don't know. So yeah, we've gained a bit for our C licence. Hope you enjoyed that little race what we did, representing the workguard bar result team. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment until you join us again next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.